everybody. How are we all today? Good? Well, you're not going to be for much longer, for what I'm going to show you will be so mind-boggling, so bone-chilling, so utterly disturbing. You'll be horrified for the rest of your life. So, let's get on with the video. So what we have here is a knockoff. No, not a knockoff as in one of those really bad Lego figures. No, we're not going to do one of those today. A knockoff Transformer, and how's this a knockoff, you may be asking? Maybe it's the paint chipping off. Or maybe it's the fact that he has the wrong symbol. What the hell is that supposed to be, a 4? I don't know. So, we all remember crosshairs, don't we? No? Let me give you a look at crosshairs. This is crosshairs. This is an exact knockoff of crosshairs. How can we tell? Well, it's probably the fact that he's twice the size of the original. No, that's not me doing a perspective trick. Here's them side by side. He's literally twice the size of him. His face is utterly disturbing. If I give you a close-up, you'll probably be blinded. And I'm not going to transform him because with his big size, it is literally useless to do so. I'm trying to keep him from falling over. This thing is an utter nightmare. Do not get close to this thing, because it will try to bite your face off. Curse you, Korea, with your horrible knockoffs. Moving on. Here we have the Daredevil movie. Oh god, no! Moving on. Here we have our next character. Now you may be wondering why I've turned him around. That is because if I were to turn him around, you'd be utterly horrified. Let's do that, shall we? But before we do so, let me just tell you that this piece here will flip up. And you plug in a cyber key, right? And what happens if you plug that cyber key in? Well, this. Some claws will burst out of his chest and try and chomp you. I'm not joking. And he's got a drill there. I think Decepticons will be scared out of their wits and would probably leave Earth for years and years and years. Whose bright idea was it to do this? The worst part about it, this toy got reused for so many characters. I am not joking. You know that General Lee Transformer? No, not generally. General Lee, as in the car from Dukes of Hazzard, that was it. Is in the car from Dukes of Hazzard, okay? Remember that Transformer? No? Well, he was released as part of the 2007 movie line, anyway. Well, he uses this mould. Yeah, that's creepy. So he probably has this. I don't own the General Lee Transformer. Because, yeah. I'm going to transform him to show you what he looks like in car mode. Give me a moment. You know, I should have probably done a cutout. No, not like cutting out a bit of paper, isn't it? Cut out. You know what, I don't care. You know what, screw it, give me a minute. So as you can imagine, it's just as bad as ever in car mode. From the side it's not that bad, but from the front, this car looks like it's about to eat you alive. Run. I'm going to give you a close-up. Look deeply into that. Deeply. Good. Now, I'm going to make it into a normal cat. Boom. Now he's normal. You can't see him because this camera's raised up. Moving on. So here we have a Animorph. If you're a Transformers fan, you know what one of these are. If you're not, let me fill you in. Animorphs was a book about children that turned into animals, right? With a book came a TV show, and with a TV show came a toy line. And who better to do a toy line than Hasbro, the people who made the Transformers. Now, there have been some reasonably bad Animorphs, like Tobias, which, if you want to know who that is, well, you're going to have to go check out Plastic Addict by TJ Omega. Anyway, Tobias turned into a bird and he looked nothing like one. Anyway, the point is, these things were awful. Now, I didn't actually buy this in packaging because this came out like way before me. But I did pay money for it. In the essence of about £2. Car boot sales. Perfect. Right, anyway. So, here he is. He looks awful. He's got his human hands sticking out there. He's got a bit of green there and yellow there. Not really a convincing wolf, to be honest, because I don't know when wolves look like they're wearing a Batman mask. I'm Batwolf! Sorry, I had to do that. Oh, and what's his special feature? You pull down this part, the bottom part of his mouth, and he shows more teeth. That is it. He basically growls at you, which is probably the scariest part about a wolf. And anyway, it's Halloween. I'm allowed to show these things because it's a wolf. And what do you associate with Halloween? Werewolves. And what are werewolves? Humans that turn into wolves. And what are Animorphs? Humans that turn into animals. And this is a wolf, so therefore, it's basically a werewolf. I'm not trying to sugarcoat this. This is basically a werewolf with extra steps. Anyway, so, to transform him, you want to flip up his tail. Come back here and just straighten out the legs and twist them around for now. So he looks like he's dragging behind some broken legs. I'm going to flip up the paws to reveal these really bad human hands. And you want to stand it up, sort of. You want to make like chicken leg. You want to get that chicken leg look. And you just want to flip all of this back, pull that there, and then just flip that part around. I'm glad you can't see this because this is a tricky transformation. Oh god, that stupid gimmick. Wish there was a way to stop that from friggin'. And, yeah. So here is our Animorph. And when does a human have furry legs, a lot of wolf parts on their back, and paws sticking out their forearms? Yeah. But they tried to make it human, yeah, they gave it human hands, some overalls, and this very, very ugly face, and I can't tell if that's even male or female, so I'm just gonna call this thing an it from now on. Now, this thing does not want to stand, and if you were to try, it kinda leans off to one side, so, and it's constantly looking down due to its gimmick, which I shall show off now. The gimmick was Animorphs had mutant heads, and what is this one's mutant head? Oh god, kill it with fire! Kill it with fire! Let's never speak of this again. I am John Ricketts. Thank you for watching this Halloween special, and good night and goodbye.